We started our trip from our home in Castle Valley, Utah, driving 5 hours and 8 minutes to Zion National Park. Our F-350 pickup truck with our Lance 815 camper. We did a few hikes ourselves, waiting for the grandkids to arrive. When they did, they were excited. Their first hike was on Canyon Overlook Trail. After 2 days in Zion National Park, we drove the 1 hour and 58 minutes to Bryce Canyon National Park. This was a lot higher altitude, and we were able to spend a couple of days here. The first day, they took Navajo Loop, a trail down into the Hoodoos. The next morning, the grandkids and our son took Fairyland Loop Trail. It was an 8.3-mile hike for them. And while they were taking that hike, Norman and I drove the scenic route up to Rainbow Point. And then we took Bristlecone Loop Trail. When we stayed at every national park, the kids took a class from the park rangers. This one they took at Bryce Canyon was about navigation.
All right, here you're on, son. You're coming on over here. And you're going to wait about 15 minutes because the sun's here.
Before leaving Bryce, we stopped at the visitor center. The kids loved the groundhog display. Even our son got into it. After a stop at the visitor center, we headed to Capitol Reef National Park. We stopped at Boulder along the way, and each one of the kids had a chance to climb some rocks. At Capitol Reef National Park, we camped at Fruta Campground, which was great with grass and a lot of shade trees. There was also a creek that the kids loved wading through. The next morning, we were up early hiking the Moab Trail. And of course, what's a stop at Capitol Reef without going to the Fruta pie shop and picking fruit? And then we headed back to our house in Castle Valley, a 2-hour and 30-minute drive. Where the grandkids got to work on their forts. And then the next day, we were rafting on the Colorado River. The best time they have on the river is when they're actually swimming in the river.
Are you really though?
Mabel! Faster, Mabel! Faster!
With a lunch stop at Red Cliffs Lodge. The next day, they headed to Arches National Park and the permit-required hike at Fiery Furnace. They spent evenings working on their forts. And on their second to last day at the house, they went to their favorite hike of all, Mill Creek Falls. And as they drove off, as usual, it was too short a visit, but we loved having them.